Thank you,
All
Chairman
right.
Brown. That concludes the business concerning the Wildlife Management Committee.
Thank you, Commissioner. We're going to budget non-game and endangered species. Commissioner Parks.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Darren Ryder, or his substitute.
Chief Ryder is returning from a chiefs meeting out of state today, so he asked me to cover this for him. This expansion is for $200,000. It is Tier 1 grant projects to be accomplished by the Tellico River Development Authority, the City of Ashland City, and Pebble Isle Marina. This money is 100% federal money, with all the match requirements being supplied by the recipients. The award is under the Federal Boating Infrastructure Program, big program, and is Tennessee's award for fiscal year 2011 and 2012. The actual projects, Tellico River Development Authority will develop a transient facility at Harbortown Marine on Lake Tellico. The total project will be for $166,000. The second project is a maintenance project at a previously funded transit facility at Pebble Isle Marina on Kentucky Lake. This transient facility was damaged by high winds and flooding on the lake. This project will bring the facility back to full operation. The project is for $23,500. And the third is a transient facility at the City Park of Ashland City on the Cumberland River. The project will be for $10,500. Happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions? Any questions from the audience? Can I get a motion to approve? Anybody on the committee? All in favor, say aye. Opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you. Alan Peterson.
Thank you, Commissioner Parks. I'm here today to request a budget expansion for the Carroll County Shooting Range. And actually, I guess on your paperwork it says 2012 to 2013 budget year. After some discussions, the request is actually for beginning this year, 2011, 2012. And the budget expansion is to assist in the construction of a shooting range in Carroll County, just sort of northwest of Huntingdon. The money is federal funds. Carroll County will provide the matching funds, so it's all flow-through dollars, no state dollars involved. And we request a budget expansion of $150,000 to the 2011-2012 budget.
Anyone have any questions? Yes. I got a motion and a second to approve. Any questions? All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Thank you.
Thank you.
Real estate report, Gordon Martin.
Thank you, Commissioner Parks. I'd like to give you a quick update on what the real estate transactions, the changes since your notebook has been printed. In Hancock County, the Sneedville Utility District had requested a water line easement. This easement is presently being signed and should be completed within the next couple of weeks. Down in Lauderdale County, we have a new transaction. This is a disposal by lease of 5,388 acres to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service to be managed as part of Chickasaw Wildlife Refuge. This has gone forward to the SBC for approval to lease this, and it should be approved in May of 2011. The next one would be Lake County. This is in Tumbleweed Wildlife Management Area. DOT requested that we convey a small tract of land to Lake County for construction of a bridge over, I believe that's Running Reelfoot Bayou, that bridge is going to be going over. The next one is in Murray County. This is a billboard lease to Columbia Neon. This lease has been prepared and and it's in the signature process. It should be completed shortly. That's all I have today. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them for you.
Are there any questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, it's yours.
All right, we'll go to the audit committee, Commissioner Wright.
Chairman Brown. Audit Committee had a meeting earlier today, met with the state auditors, and basically we just met with them to answer 5 basic questions that they had for us on fraud issues within the agency, and it's good to report back that we have none.
Great. Thank you very much. Is there any other business come before the committee? Director Carter?
Thank you, Chairman Brown. Just a couple of things in the way of announcements. Next month, commission meeting, prior to the commission meeting on June the 13th, we'll have the dedication of the Headwaters Wildlife Management Area. It's a brand new WMA, about 1,000 acres. If you haven't received the information on that yet, I think maybe some of you have or all of you have, but if you haven't, we'll certainly make sure that you do between now and then, but it'll be the day before. It's a long process to how we got to that 1,000 acres, but we can fill you in later. But anyway, I just want to make sure you can put that on your calendar if you're able to attend it from 10 o'clock until 2 o'clock. It's in Cannon County, which is near Murfreesboro, if you're not very familiar with that particular area. What'd you say? Well, you can't get there from here, but if you go the right way, you can. So anyway, that's one thing I wanted to mention to you. We're going to get you all the details on that. There's also 2 important things happening at the June Commission meeting. One is that will be the last meeting of the Wildlife Resources Commission until we reconvene at some point when appointments are made by the speakers and the governor. So I don't know exactly what day we'll be reconvening, but we'll be in touch with you on that, and we'll go from there. The other big thing is a few years ago, Jane Smith decided she would retire. So we realized pretty quickly that we couldn't run the place without her. Nobody knew where anything was, and especially me. I couldn't tell you when I was supposed to come and go anywhere. So we wooed her back, and she came back, and now she's saying she's going to do that again. My efforts so far have not been very well received in terms of keeping her on track to stay with us for a little longer, but Jane says she's probably going to leave us sometime around the end of June, subject to a lot of arm twisting and stuff that may happen. So, but in any case, I just wanted you to be aware of that as well. So those are the 3 things I wanted to mention to you: the Headwaters thing, the commission meeting, and then the fact that June is leaving, and I'll be in severe depression for quite some time if that happens. So thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir. Isn't it rather ironic that Jane's leaving about the time we're leaving? Jane, we can't do without you, so you might just have to continue on. But we do appreciate your service. All of us on the commission learned very quickly that we could depend on you and had to depend on you for making this run smoothly, and we do appreciate it and wish you the best whenever you do decide to leave. Yes, sir.
I'll make a motion to change over to
Make a motion, what? Oh, yeah. All in favor? It's nice to be loved, isn't it, Jane? All right. Any other business to come before the commission? Okay, we'll be adjourned till 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Thank you very much. Mitch?
Yes, sir.
I'm leaving this for you.